And hello, ladies and gentlemen. The timer has elapsed. I am Rabbit Panda. Today, I am sadly not joined by anyone, so it will be just a nice little solo cast for an exciting matchup that we have here for you, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Troglodytes versus the Krusty Crew. Let's take a look at the lineups to start us off here. For Krusty Crew, we've got Dark Neil. Sorry, already made a mistake. Darkly Nad 77, CC the Crippled, Bemboy 12, A Cancels, and Dark Matter 5523. While on the side of Troglodytes, we got Biscuit Holic, Naked Cephalion, T Holic, Hainu, and Troglodytes Timsy, of course. So I'm being told to turn on microphone. One moment. That should be a bit better, hopefully. Uh, This is going to be a pot 1 versus a pot 3 matchup, so hopefully, despite that, it'll be nice and exciting. I'm currently just looking at the status of the teams. I believe both of them seem to be ready. Currently, it's just going to be a solo cast for game 1 from me, but game 2, I might be getting a visitor or a visitor. Ha! I'd rather not check the viewers drop when I say that. But anyways, I believe both teams should be ready soon to get us into draft. Yeah, it's just being a ready check currently in the lobby. It is going to be Troglodytes on the blue side, is what you see on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, while Krusty Crew picked the red side after winning the coin toss. It's debatable which side is better. It's really down to personal preference, whether you prefer the first pick or whether you prefer the counter pick. It's up to you at the end of the day. Yeah, it looks like both teams have agreed they'll be starting in a couple of seconds. Yeah, just some last minute nerves, I guess, warm ups, all that. Let's. Oh, wait. Yeah, 30 seconds is the information I just got. Now, pot 1 versus pot 3 is always, you'd think it's fairly cut and dry. However, Troglodytes managed to get top 4 last split, so they can surprise people a lot. And maybe they can surprise again here and actually end up in the upper bracket finals instead of dropping to lower bracket. Whilst the Krusty Crew are a new team, they've been scrimming a lot, but this is actually their first proper tournament, as we are getting into pick and ban now. As let's see, what are we going to see banned here? What are we going to see picked? As there's Aurelion Soul immediately removed. I guess Troglodytes still consider him very strong after rework, which, I mean, I can see it. Yeah, he's quite strong if he gets the scale. Blitzcrank taken off the field immediately, as well as a response from Krusty Crew. I wonder what the game plan for both these teams are. Is Zeri removed as well? Looks like Troglodyte's targeting some late game scaling for Krusty Crew. Fresh is the next ban gone there. Both hook supports, both of the two most known hook supports are moved now. There's still Nautilus and Pike if you want to hook really badly, but I'm sure I'm sure that the Troglodyte support will be able to manage. I believe it is Timsy playing support for them today. And the final ban from Troglodytes is Lee Sin. Interesting, removing 2 big scalers and then a very early game power pick. I guess they don't want the snowball. There goes Heimerdinger taken off the board as well. Strong laner. Can't really blame them for that overall. Now will be the first pick here. Currently it's just no hover even yet. They are waiting. Waiting. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's an interesting first pick. Pantheon coming in. That is that's very scary. That is a very scary early game champion. Now the question is, how do Krusty Crew respond? It is going to be the Vi pick coming in. Very strong jungler, obviously a high priority in high-low, pro play, everything. So yeah, let's see if it brings Krusty Crew the victory they're looking for here as well. And what'll be the second pick? Four, three, two, one. It is Milio. I'm. I know there's at least one Milio picked so far in the Sunday Cup, which was by me, hence why I noticed. It was a victory for CBS over MFF. That was in the now defunct Split 2. However, I believe this is the first Milio pick of EOS One, as we see a Moo coming out. Amu versus Milio's a bit of an interesting matchup in a way, because you can just AoE cleanse his ult, but if you get caught in it, you're stuck. However, we do see Jarvan can't really cleanse when you're stuck in a pit at the end of the day, so. And the final pick from Troglodytes in the first round is going to be a Vex pick. Looks like they want to try and stop the Vi dashes a bit. Ooh, Talia, another anti-dash champion coming in. Talia's very strong right now. She can just catch people out very well. Roam strong, of course. Lots of burst. And, well, Vi Talia, just a very strong combo. There's the Twitch ban coming in. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Looks like they want to get rid of a bit of the long-range AD carry. What is Troglodytes going to go for? Are they going to continue targeting AD carries? They will. There goes Ezreal. Taken off. Now let's see here. Soraka. There we go. That's a fairly strong champion right now, in my opinion. Now let's see the final ban from Troglodytes. What are they going to target? The Malphite gets taken off. I guess they don't want to have to deal with the massive rock in the top lane. He builds a lot of armor. You're just stuck in it, I guess. But they are going to take another tank in top lane. That's the Ornn coming in. The Ornn will likely go up against the Pantheon. Wait a minute. Ooh. That's a Gwen. So the Pantheon could be going somewhere else. Is this potentially a Pantheon support? There's the Gwen locked in. And is that going to be Caitlyn? So the ADC is the last pick for Troglodytes. It is Caitlyn. Now this is the question. Is that Pantheon support? I mean, Beryl did want a Pantheon support skin for his first Worlds victory, but I think he went with Leona afterwards. At least if rumors are to be believed. Oh, there we go. Kog'Maw. That's going to be very scary with Milio. And it's locked in as well. That's a lot of hyper carry potential. It's the current meta is very heavily just protect the ADC. However, this is a new patch, and I believe with the new Gensos, Kog'Maw is incredibly strong, and getting the extra range and peel from Milio is just very, very nice. It's gonna be tough to deal with for Troglodytes, I'd say. Jarvan can dive in, so can Vex. I guess Gwen will have to be able to somehow get on top of him. The Gwen needs to get going here, I believe. At least that's my opinion. While Caitlyn should be able to pressure the Kog'Maw early game. However, I'm not sure if it'll be enough or not. As we are going to get into the 3-minute countdown. Let's take a look here. It's got the draft. Let's see if our runes work today, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a consistent problem for us that has annoyed me to no end. Oh, it doesn't look like it. I hate this game sometimes. Well, let's just take a look at the draft again. It's gonna be a very strong late game draft. Kog'Maw Ornn on the side of Krusty Crew is very scary. Having to get through the Ornn while Kog'Maw's just pelting you is never nice, and of course, Talia Vi can cause some problems in the early game as well, and there's just a lot of pick potential there. However, on the other side, Troglodytes, they do have Pantheon support. That is a very aggressive pick. Along with Jarvan, that is... Oof. If those two just go and gank together, that's going to be incredibly scary. I don't think there's much you can do if you just get point and click W'd by Pantheon, followed by a Jarvan EQ. Then, of course, you've got Vex, is just very scary follow-up there if she just dashes in with her ultimate. And, of course, Caitlyn, very strong early game laner. Does fall off a bit in the mid game, but if she can get rolling, I don't think that'll matter. And, of course, Gwen, she's a monster in the late game, and it's going to be hard for Ornn to deal with her if she doesn't get shut down. So I imagine the side lanes are going to be the main focus for Krusty Crew. As for Troglodytes, I wonder if they've got the same game plan or if they are going to be looking more towards the top lane to get the Gwen going and just turn into a monster. As we are currently about a minute away, ladies and gentlemen, from getting into the game. Let's see here now. Yeah, I was just double checking. That is a Pantheon support because that was Tim. That is still Timsy on the Pantheon, and Timsy is the support. So it's going to be Caitlyn, Pantheon bot lane, and they're going to be going up against Kog'Maw Milio. And the early levels are going to be really rough for Kog'Maw Milio, I imagine, if the Pantheon can get on top of them and the Caitlyn uses her range. However, the Milio passive, if they decide to trade back, is going to be very scary. As the timer has elapsed now, ladies and gentlemen, we are just going to be getting into load screen. Hopefully, today we get in first time. We've had some issues in the past where we've had to quickly reload the game and everything, but everything should hopefully go okay. As I'm just taking a few seconds. There we go. Taking a look at the summoner spells, there's nothing crazy currently. Kog'Maw has Flash Cleanse while the Milio's running Flash Heal. A lot of safety for the Kog'Maw in the bot lane, of course, of those summoner spells. The Caitlyn running Flash Heal while the Pantheon is running Flash Ignite. With Press the Attack, they're going to be looking to kill early. Interestingly, Gwen decided to go for Ghost TP instead of trying to go Ghost Ignite or Ignite TP. I think that is a smart call from her. Try and be a split push menace and then teleport into team fights. That's always a good call in my opinion. The Vex is running Flash Ignite versus Talia's Flash Teleport. That could be kind of scary. If the Vex does get forced out early, that will give a big advantage to Talia, as no teleport is going to mean you're going to lose a lot of CS if you get pushed out. And of course, the two junglers, classic, both of them running Flash Smite. As currently we are in game, however, it looks like we have a slight bug going on. I have to quickly fix that. I apologize for the delay, ladies and gentlemen. I believe it's something to do with loading times and such when you get in game. Nemea, I can switch scene if you want to watch a black screen of League of Legends. As currently the game didn't load properly. Thank you for the information there, Timsy, as we have just been informed that there is a pause in the game, as that's what we get to look here. We just see the Milio ping the about 1,600 ping. That is quite fun, I would say. So we can take a look here at some of the rune choices as well. We see fairly standard stuff. Interestingly, the Vex going for a Dark Harvest. Gonna be... I would love to keep up with that. See if she actually gets the stacks that she's gonna be hoping for. Because I feel like it's gonna be a bit difficult to get them. As for starting items, I'd love to talk about the starting items a bit more, but only Troglodytes have currently bought them, as I just realized the text for some reason did not update properly and says that it is Peg versus Krusty Crew, which is incorrect, although one team is correct at least, so that's kind of a win, right?
A summoner has reconnected.
Oh, there we go. We see that Dark Matter has reconnected to the game. Going to be checking his ping probably for a second or two. As I'm going to quickly turn the chat back on and see if we got any information there. There we see the Vi talking about channeling their inner fanatic. Where's the... I did see Lipsy in the chat. He'd probably be able to pull up the fanatic pause hack got past that. Oop, as Milio disconnects again. And yeah, hope you guys like the LEC experience. If we look back, we did have one game take place yesterday. It was SB Meme Team took on Placeholder, and that was a 2-0 win for Placeholder. That was, I believe, a matchup between two Pot 2 teams in Group B. So that's already been a great start for Placeholder, I think most people would agree. As the current standings would then put, obviously, Placeholder first with SBMT in last. I'd say a 2-0 victory as well is quite nice for them to achieve. I'm going to quickly see if I can find the stats. Oh, we did just unpause as I was about to start looking for stats from that game to have a bit more talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are off. Troglodytes versus the Krusty Crew. Oh, and there is, once again, the game has slightly bugged. Spaghetti code, ladies and gentlemen. Blame Riot, not me, please. And hopefully now we are actually properly in game. Yes, we are. There we go. Welcome, Summoner's Rift, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams just doing a nice little lineup here at the start, checking to see for any invades. But I don't imagine there will be an early invade at all from either side. Maybe a little Pantheon W level 1 could be scary, but I think both teams will just play it cool for the first minute and a half. Now, let's see where the junglers start. It looks like the Jarvan is going to be starting bot side, while the Vi looks like she'll be starting in the top side. So the junglers will go to opposite sides of the map. Gonna be really scary. If the Gwen pushes in early, the Vi could try and go straight to top lane from red buff. Maybe that could be a nice little surprise. While if we take a look at the Jarvan, he's going to be trying to path top, I imagine. I don't see Kog'Maw and Milio being really in a gank angle without looking too suspicious. Yeah, as we see him smite away the red buff. Oh, actually, looks like he might be looking towards spot. No, it's just going to be going to Krugs. As Vi also just going to be going to Krugs herself. There's the snip. We see the Bellows Breath coming out. Nice little cue from the Vex. Now, this is a cold start from the Kog'Maw versus a Doran's Blade from Caitlyn. As we see Temzi immediately going in on the trade. Oof, that is not a great trade from him. Does get an okay amount of damage, but is basically traded back. We will have his W in level 2 soon-ish, I imagine, as the second wave is coming up. We see Talia moving over towards Raptor. She just spotted their Taken. This likely does give her and the rest of Krusty Crew the information about Jarvan's pathing towards top lane. However, as the lane state is right now, I don't imagine much will be done there. As we see, Timothy going in again. Just trading, but he's just getting turned on. That's going to be first blood for the Kog'Maw. Cancels picks it up. That's huge. Caitlyn now in trouble. Device down here as well. Oh, the directed camera side, that's so important as the Caitlyn does just get out. Doesn't even burn flash. He does burn heal though. Nice little W from the Talia. But this is not a start you want from the bot lane of Troglodytes. A first blood to the Kog'Maw is very scary. See, Vi is just doing blue buff currently. Jarvan covering top side, looking for a potential angle. This will push out for the Ornn, but Ornn smells it, or maybe he actually spotted Jarvan, I'm not sure. Is able to back off in time regardless. We see here Vi hovering around bot lane. This could be scary. Nice little Milio Q hits on the Caitlyn. As the Vi is coming in. Oh, this is very scary. Timsy, you're not in a great spot. Is he trading in the top lane? The Q does hit on Timsy, who is in trouble. The Pantheon, not a lot of health. One more auto will be enough. No, he hits the Caitlyn there. Oh, that was very close. The Ornn getting pushed back, but he will survive. It's going to annoy Jarvan a little bit, but he may have overstepped. Nice little E there to be able to back away. Gets the Brittle proc, gets the Q bit. Annoys the Jarvan, but at the end of the day, nothing major. This bot lane for Troglodytes, though, in a struggle. Now, here, do they know about Timsy's position? Now they do. I was going to say, Timsy might be looking for a cheeky little play. The Vi, though, again, I think she's looking for bot lane again. As we see the Jarvan coming in, Leah doesn't have re. She's moving down towards bot side, and I think that's just going to be it. Yep, the Jarvan just EQs towards the Raptors. Nice little Q there from Pantheon, but the Kog'Maw's just running in right now. This is very scary for the Troglodytes bot lane again, as Vex getting traded back nicely by Talia. The Vi just clears out the pink ward. Did get spotted, so no gank there. Caitlyn being forced back, but this is not what you want to be seeing. Looking at the gold, this is already a 700 gold lead almost for the Kog'Maw. It's going to grow a bit more as Caitlyn's going to lose a lot of XP and minions here. For the most part, other lanes are fairly even. Apart from the bot lane as the Gwen goes in, gets some nice snips on the Ornn. That's about it. It's the Soraka. Maybe Biscuit just saw his bot lane struggling and is just decided to channel that. I should really stop. It's gonna look like I'm flaming them too much. Right now, let's see if Jarvan is just gonna back. They may look to try and save things there. The Vi is around top side and the Gwen is pushing in. There's a pink ward in that tri-bush. I wonder if Vi's going to be able to sneak over, but it looks like she's just moving towards Raptors. Just going to continue clearing. The Ornn has hit level 6, as has the Talia. Now, the Talia is going to be the big question here, as we see her moving towards bot lane. Is she going to be able to get something there? No, looks like she's staying around a bit. And just moving back towards mid. Yep, we see the Vex getting a pink ward on the river, try and spot any Talia roam towards the bot side. Speaking of Talia, just annoying the Vex a bit there. Ooh, that's a Vex ult actually on the Talia. The fear hits. Nice little Q there, but oh, the Jarvan's not in range to follow up, sadly. Maybe a bit of miscommunication there. The Vex went a bit early, but that's a nice bit of damage on Talia. Gonna force her back most likely. Did burn her flash as well, which is very nice. Leaves her very vulnerable. As ooh. Might be a meeting of the junglers here. Vi is looking for something in the bot lane. Jarvan's there though. He goes in ours. We're actually looking at top lane instead. I think the Vi just had to flash over the Dragon Ball. The Gwen here is ulting. Is she gonna be able to flip at the Ornn? No, he gets out. However, this Vi is not in her happy place right about now. The Ignite goes down. There's Talia ult. Pantheon trying to pick her up. The Vi staying alive. There's not a lot of health left on her. The Vex not long for this world. And that's just going to be 2 kills picked up for the Talia. Troglodytes tried to pick up the Vi, weren't able to get her. And that just gets turned on its head as Krusty Crew are going to be able to pick up 2 nice kills there. As well as the Ocean Dragon. Ooh, we see Kog'Maw here is just going on the Caitlyn. Winning this trade right now, the Caitlyn does have a nice Q, but the Kog'Maw does a bit more damage there. Overall, win on that trade for the Kog'Maw. The Gwen just being pushed in early here. The CS numbers will equalize in a second there as Gwen picks up. Pantheon going in on the Millia, but that's a level 3 Pantheon right now. He has not had a fun time. He needs to try and get some levels, get level 6, get himself out on the map. As that ultimate could be very scary. It looks like Krusty Crew bot lane are waiting for something here. And they're going here. Nice bit of engage there. Nice stun there by Pantheon. It will just be a nice disengage there. The Caitlyn though, not a lot of health. Pantheon taking a lot of damage as well there on the back as she tried to disengage. However, Jarvan's here. EQ in, nice flash from the Kog'Maw. Dodges out of the way there. The Jarvan ult, and that's the flash heal burnt from Milio. But the Jarvan ult was slightly early perhaps, as the Milio flash same time Jarvan ult came out. That is 3 summoners burnt though for bot lane. Which means next time Jarvan shows up, that's going to be a lot scarier now. We see Krusty Crew's mid and jungler moving up towards Herald. Maybe they'll even look for a dive top lane, but I think the Herald's just a play right now. Biscuitholic maybe sussing something out here. And it's just going to back. No, never mind. He cancels it. Just going to pick up a couple minions here as we did see the Herald picked up by Krusty Crew there. Vex just annoying the Vi a little bit. Probably not who I would try to annoy, but hey, you do you. So far, the Vi hasn't really gotten herself involved here a lot yet. So we're gonna be seeing a bit more farming here. Right now, the game seems to have slowed down a little bit. Now the question is, how are they gonna bring this one back? As for some reason the name just disappeared there on the overlay. I think things have been fixed up now as we see the Jarvan going in on the Talia. Does do a nice bit of damage. Talia burning down from red buff. Takes a lot of damage. That's a Vi ultimate on the Caitlyn. Nice little Milio Q. Ooh, just barely misses actually. Is the Caitlyn gonna be able to get out? No, the Kog'Maw picks it up there. Nice gank there from the Vi. Gonna be able to pick up another kill for the Kog'Maw, who's just getting more and more ahead. And they're gonna Rift Herald here. Are they even gonna try and go for a dive? Pantheon is sticking around, although I don't know how long he's gonna be here for. That's a lot of damage he just took. And that's a lot of gold into the pocket of Kog'Maw. Yeah, small Gwen. Small Gwen does look nice, but she gets bonked by the Ord, who just starts walking away a bit. As the health is not gonna be enough. Nice flash from the Pantheon. Oh, that was so close, nearly. Oof. Well, this is as I said, looking scarier and scarier, I guess, as the Ornn E doesn't really get a knock-up. Oh, that's a nice EQ from Jarvan. Actually hits him after the flash. Ornn gets the ultimate off. He doesn't have E to break the Jarvan ult. He's stuck inside of it. But is he going to be able to get picked up? There we go. Troglodytes are on the board, ladies and gentlemen. It took a lot, but they did it. That's gonna be a ray of hope finally for Troglodytes a bit. They've been shut down so far in the early game, but finally getting something there in the top lane. I believe this should be a plating, maybe even 2 for Gwen. No, probably just 1, I imagine. Vi coming in, just Q's in. Not gonna try and follow up. as the Gwen just leaves. So far, the mid laners have been fairly quiet, apart from that one double kill from the Taliyah. That just showed up for some reason on the stream. See, Caitlyn's getting, I believe she got some plates. She got 2 plates there. The Gwen just being immune. What can you do? We see the Taliyah just ulting here as well as the Vi jumping on the Vex. Vex is still alive, but does finally go down. The Jarvan trying to trade one back. Vi doesn't have a lot of health left. Does Jarvan have one more EQ in him? No, he doesn't, as he decides to back off. Pantheon is here, but that's about it. Caitlyn's here as well, actually. Maybe they can try and look for something here. It's a 3v3 on the map in the mid lane currently. Now let's see what happens here, as I believe that's going to be a Hextech Drake take for Krusty Crew. However, Troglodytes are positioning to try and see if they can take it, as we see Jarvan goes on to Leah. Gets the Cataclysm on her, but just dies there. The EW from the Taliyah, there just wasn't any follow-up. Pantheon now is caught out. You're on the wrong side there, buddy. Does get a nice Q, but just gets picked up by the Kog'Maw. And the Brazilians look away. It's 7-1 now for Krusty Crew. That's a heck of a start, I'd have to say, for Krusty Crew. They will also pick up the Dragon here. Gwen's trying to get something on the map here, a bit more. But not much else, as we do see the first brick picked up in the bot lane. The Pantheon's actually ulting in here. I don't think he realizes there's 3 of the Krusty Crew members, and he's just gonna go down. That's, I think he got a bit overzealous there. I'll be honest. As the Gwen, snip, snip. Let's go after the Ornn. Is this going to be enough to pick him up? I don't think so, as the Ornn's just going to walk out. Ooh, she's actually committing. Oh, nice little Ornn ultimate back. Let's get himself nice trading, but he is very low. The Ignite down on the Gwen, but the Gwen's just going to pick up the solo kill. And that is a big, big thing for Troglodytes. Oh, wait, has the Gwen overstayed though? Leah is moving up. Vi is around as well. I think Leah knows where Gwen is. Yeah, the plant did spot her. She doesn't have her ultimate. The Gwen though is stuck. Uses Ghost. Tries to buy a bit of time, but it's just going to be a couple of rocks to the face from Taliyah to pick up that kill. Ooh, Vex ult on the Kog'Maw. Goes in. Does get him, but that's just an instant Milio ult. Jarvan Cataclysm in. I feel like this is Rorschach. They're just stuck in there with him, not the other way around. Kog'Maw's just going to turn and kill people. Caitlyn now. She's last person standing. Kog'Maw takes aggro, so they have to back away a bit. Ooh. Oh, the third shot's actually enough to kill him there. That's a bit surprising, as he's going to be able to pick up the minions now, but oh boy, that's a bit of an overstep from both sides there. At first from Troglodytes, but then the Kog'Maw steps up a bit too much, and the Pantheon, I think, actually got the shutdown. Yeah, he did. Maybe he'll be able to pick up a bit of money now, at the very least, as he does pick up the serrated Dirk we see, as well as the boots of mobility. The Jarvan going in. The EQ doesn't interrupt the Ornn dash. Ornn now is stuck here a bit. Just getting wailed on by everyone. Is he going to be able to get out? The flash should come in here. It does. Blasting plant. Oh, he's able to get out. Oh, just a bit too little damage there from Troglodytes. Oh, that's tragic. Oh, wait. The Pantheon hasn't decided it isn't over yet. He goes for it. Just auto attack him. Oh, and the Q there. Nice bit of damage. Picks him up. He's able to get some kills there at least, finally. As the Rift Herald pop mid. Krusty Crew just going to force down mid here. Are they going to try and even commit for the second tower? We see the Pantheon and the Caitlyn are on the flank, but I don't think you want to be flanking them there. Pantheon just goes down. Caitlyn's stuck here now, though. Vi dashes in. Jarvan EQs out. We see Taliyah ult coming in. Oh, this is not a good spot for Troglodytes to be in. Double kill, triple kill for the Talia. And that's going to be a lot more gold picked up for Krusty Crew here. They get the second tower. Can they get the inhibitor tower? Yeah, they're just committing for it. This should be an inhibitor tower. I imagine they'll back off at the inhibitor, or will they just commit further for it? No, they just back off. Very nicely played there from Krusty Crew to collapse on Troglodytes and just pick them up. It's an 11k gold lead at 18 minutes already. And boy, this is it's not looking great for Troglodytes here, I'll be honest. So they are just going to be able to clear out the mid lane here. We do see the dragon's coming up in just under a minute, however, it is a cloud dragon. So that means they likely do not have to contest it. That's the one positive here I can get from the current state of the game for Troglodytes. As taking a look here at the gold a bit. Yeah, it's just everywhere is just behind. We can see the Talia is nearly double the gold of the Vex, about 2k gold lead for Vi. The Gwen is actually ahead of the Ornn, which is nice, but I don't think it'll be enough currently. 4.3k down, Caitlyn. About 800 gold down on the Pantheon, as we see the Vi is looking for something here. Dashes away, doesn't decide to go for it. Now, let's see, are Krusty Crew gonna have to fight for this dragon? That's all I'm wondering. It is actually a 4v4 here. The Gwen is in mid lane while the Talia is stuck top lane. The Talia does have teleport, as does the Gwen. Can Troglodytes find the angle? They're moving in together. And there's the Vi ultimate immediately coming in. Ornn ultimate follows up. That's a nice Cataclysm. 3 people stuck in it, but it doesn't matter. Krusty Crew just way too far ahead right now. Caitlyn gets exhausted, is still running, but Vi chasing her down. She wants the cupcake, and it's going to be Ornn picking her up. That'll be just a clean 4-0 on the side of Krusty Crew as they pick up their third dragon and are likely going to go for the Baron now as well. You see, Gwen is top lane. Maybe there's a miracle hero play coming in for the Gwen here, but she's not even moving over yet, I think. Yeah, I think Troglodytes are just going to give it up here. The Baron melts it just so quickly. And there it is. A nice little Baron pickup for the side of Krusty Crew. They're just casually going to pick up red buff there as well. Hey, Cancels is just so far ahead right about now. Jarvan going to pick up the red buff here. Caitlyn trying to work towards her second item right now. She started Kraken Slayer, so she doesn't even have a mythic as of yet, as I'm showing this to everyone right now. You can see Kraken Slayer is now legendary for anyone who forgot. Well, the Kog'Maw has Ginsos as his mythic, and that's going to be a lot of damage coming out from it. As if we take a look here, yeah, that's 10% armor pen, 12% magic pen, and everyone knows how much mixed damage Kog'Maw does. Now, we see a fight happening in the jungle, but the blasting plant disengages it. They're still looking for something here, though. Troglodytes, you're on the wrong side right now. Your base is just being taken down. It's not looking pretty. We see a ghost pop from the Gwen. Looks like this will be the fight. Gwen's trying to look for something. Gets turned on by the Vi. Kog'Maw just melts her down. That's just an annihilation from Krusty Crew. They take down Troglodytes. They're going to take the game. 5-0. A very dominant Game 1 performance, if I have to say so myself. Start to finish. In control of Krusty Crew, as we do actually see that Troglodytes surrendered there as well. Yeah, tough game for Troglodytes to Gonna have to be some rethinking done there. I wonder where they're gonna look at for game 2. But all in all, Grassy Crew definitely showing why they are the pot 1 team, if we're being honest here. It looks like we're having some issues with the post-game overlay. I apologize for that here. It didn't. It's a tough start. I think everyone can agree who's cheering for Troglodytes right about now. Hopefully they can recover for game 2 and give us a series, but first we are going to head to a quick little 5-minute break before we head into game 2, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll see you back for that. And hello, ladies and gentlemen, we are back after a bit of a one-sided game one, if we are being completely honest here. Troglodytes, they came in with a game plan, but Krusty Crew did execute better. I'm still a Rabbit Panda, aka Little Sparrow, aka Mystic. Currently still solo casting. I've not received word from Visor about where he is currently. I'm trying to quickly check here. If he'll be joining us for game 2. But the news right now, Troglodytes have picked red side for game 2 after a blue side game 1. This was their choice, as the side selection goes to the team that lost game 1. Now let's see if they've got anything special prepared for the next game. Currently, we are still getting everything set up in the lobby. We have the entire Krusty Crew's here. We are currently missing, I believe, the jungler and 80 carry of Troglodytes. Yes, we are missing Heinu and there they are. Naked Cephaline and Heinu are back. As quickly just gonna making sure everything is prepared for the next game. Okay. Yeah, it's everything seems to be okay on this side as well as the production sides. Krusty Crew have given the ready check. We're now waiting for the Troglodytes ready check. We'll be getting right into pick and ban in a moment. As there we go. We're immediately into pick and ban. Now let's see what the adaptation coming out of Troglodytes is here after game 1. If there, well, is any adaptation. The Blitz ban, immediately, we saw that in game 1 as well. It was a Blitzcrank fresh. I'm trying to remember the third ban from Krusty Kreme game 1. I think it was, it was Heimerdinger, I believe. So I imagine they might be looking towards the Milio pick again. Let's see what Troglodytes do here. As yeah, there's the Milio ban. Milio immediately taken away. Fresh taken away by Krusty Crew. They're sticking to the bans despite the Milio ban. It doesn't look like they just want to deal with Blitz or Fresh. We see Aurelion Soul taken off the field as well by Troglodyte. That's a repeat of game 1. And finally the Heimerdinger ban from the Krusty Crew. Will be the final ban from Troglodytes. In game 1, they banned Zeri and Lee Sin. So, the question here, which one of those two will be banned? It will be the Lee Sin. That means Zeri is open. Now, will Krusty Crew go towards the Zeri? We wait here with bated breath, 15 seconds. We're going to deliberate a bit more. It's going to be Nico! Well, that was unexpected. But yes, Nico is unbanned. It has been 2 weeks since her rework. Well, it's actually been more now. I believe it's been 3 or 2.5, something like that. And well, this is exciting. Ooh, there's the Malphite. That's that's a scary pick. I wonder if surely that's top lane as oh, I've just gotten my visitor. Ha. That was the second time I made that joke. I've I think we dropped to 0 viewers the first time I said it. Could be wrong. Yeah. As a Malphite Vex are coming in here for Troglodytes, and this is Swing going to be a response. He might like people coming into him. To give you a bit of an update, Visitor, I'm unsure how much you watched of Game 1, but it was a fairly convincing win from Krusty Crew. Yeah, of course. It was a fairly elementary, I guess, execution from the Krusty Crew. But what would you say about the draft so far, looking at it adaptation-wise? There's the Varus coming out. Yeah. However, on the other hand, the new Ginsos is very nice on Varus's. Ooh, Troglodytes actually miss a ban there. Some miscommunication there, it looks like. There's the Twitch ban coming out from Krusty Crew. That was ban. Krusty Crew are repeating the bans from Game 1. Yeah, there's a. Yeah, at least is the final ban. There's the Misfortune gone. I guess they don't want the Curse of the Sad Bullet time. Oh, I just realized.
Standard front to back, big beefy front line with lots of engage and a Jinx just free hitting on the back, because so far the Krusty Crew don't have any way to get on top of this Jinx.
Yeah, I just noticed something was wrong with my audio channels on my PC, and apparently we were coming through the wrong channel, and OBS wasn't picking it up, so I've just been looking schizophrenic.
Good, love it.
Oh my god. I don't know
Well,
Discord's coming in through. I checked my Discord settings, it was coming through the wrong audio channel for some reason.
Well, real quick, we can just sort of like quickly dive back to what we were talking about, which is the Jinx being able to free hit so far in the draft. But we do see a Camille as well as a Janna locked in. Janna's going to give that vital pill for the Varus, and Camille offers the only dive option onto the Jinx. And a Jace to round out. That should be.
As a former Jace main, are you
Is
happy
that
seeing him come out or not?
Who are they? Is this a Mumu jungle Malphite support? I'm a bit confused by their content. It's got to be a Mumu support, right?
Surely,
and then someone
right?
else
That's what I'm
jungling.
thinking. I think
guess
it
we'll
has
find
to
out.
be, right? Well, Timothy is playing. Timothy's playing support today, and currently the Amumu is on Naked Cephaline, who is the jungler.
So I'm assuming it's going to be the Malphite in the support position then.
Yeah, I'm currently checking if I missed a swap, perchance, because I might have.
I mean, either way, we can quickly talk about their draft. I'm not too enthusiastic about the Jace. I don't think it matches in with their press go buttons go kill composition. It also doesn't really offer that same sort of like backline threat onto the Varus. It doesn't help pill for the Jinx. It looks like it's a comfort pick, but it kind of feels out of place in the composition that I've got.
Yeah.
If they're playing something else into the top lane, I would have much preferred to maybe see something like a Scion or an Ornn. There's also, if you want more damage, because if you felt like the composition lacked damage, you can go with other sort of like disruptors and divers. You could also just look to directly counter the Camille with something like a Darius. We know how much she struggles into Darius. At the very least, you'd be offering sort of like more than what this Chase does. And then when we look to the other side, you've got only one person able to actually dive and go in the form of the Camille. None of the other champions have any kind of mobility to get to that backline, so if this Jinx is able to free hit and is able to weather the Camille out, she's going to be under absolutely no threat whatsoever. So I think the Krusty Crew are going to need to either play fights just better and just execute better, set up for them, able to pick off those priority targets, or get ahead in the early game and slap them with their wallets.
So what do you think if they just go for? They just say, okay, we're just never gonna group up. We won't let you use your AOE, and we'll just always 1v1 you.
I mean, it'd be an ideal situation, but even then, they don't have the strongest of split pushers. Camille's very good in her own right, but Swain doesn't have the wave clear or the tower damage to be able to do it properly. Nico kind of does. She definitely offers more, but if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be a Nico jungle. So
Yeah.
she's not going to be the one side laning because she's going to be needed around the objectives. So you've only got one person to side lane, just meaning that if they can force 4v5s, and it's a lot easier to gain advantages off of that with a teamfight comp than it is when you're up against a 1-3-1 composition that's getting pressure on two sides of the map rather than one.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one here. I'm not sure which side I'd give it to here. I mean, based on game one, I'd say Krusty Crew are favored, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
composition-wise, I definitely prefer the Troglodytes lineup. Even with the Jace that I'm not too sure about, but I definitely think they have the stronger lineup. It's just on the other side, Krusty Crew are obviously coming in as a pot 1 team, playing up against a pot 3 team. They are expected to be favourites. They are expected to win this.
Yeah,
But
I did have to
I'm not
bring
too
this
happy
up.
about their composition.
I did have to bring this up. Troglodytes actually finished top 4 last split.
What was
Which,
the roster changes, though? Because I know that, to be fair, a lot of the teams just leveled up between Split 1 and sort of Split 2.
yeah, it's
They
true.
they brought in stronger players. Obviously, they've had more time to practice.
I'm trying to hype them up, Visor. just let
Yeah,
me hype
I
them.
mean, yeah, I was going to say 4th place finish last split was obviously really impressive. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play against them personally, but I mean, they finished 4th. They finished above us, so
Yeah,
they were
it's
just a better team in Split 1.
at the end of the day, they can cause an upset. Is what I was trying to kind of point out with that, if that makes sense.
Oh, for sure, and definitely with the composition they've got, they're definitely going into it with the better composition, and easier path to victory. The ease of execution is on Troglodytes' side.
Yeah. So I hope these. Okay, we actually got into game loading in the first time. I don't remember when was the last time this happened.
League of Legends does like black screening you as soon as you try to do anything.
I think it's something to do with how fast certain people load, and then you still need the 3-minute delay.
Yeah.
It's probably something like that.
Yeah. I mean, one day we'll get our wish and League of Legends will run smoothly, but for now,
That's for League of Legends too.
just like Source 2, just give them 20 years to build the engine.
Yeah. But let's if we take a look at some of the rune choices, we see the Vex. Game 1 was a Dark Harvest. This time it's Electrocute, which I prefer. At the very least
Yeah.
on Vex,
Yeah, I definitely prefer the burst on the Vex as well. It gives you more of that threat when you're diving to be able to burst out a carry.
yeah.
There's a few rune choices just going down the board that I'm not too enthusiastic about. First one that pops out to me is the Grasp on the Malphite. You're never going to be able to get into range of this Janna. I would have preferred either...
What do
I
you
guess
run
Comet?
a Malphite support though?
I guess you go...
Comet's like
You
the
either
only one
go
I can really
Comet
think of, yeah.
or you go Guardian.
Yeah. I
But
guess Comet.
Guardian's bad into that lane.
Yeah, I guess you go Comet just for a bit of poke. Get yourself some more presence.
Yeah, it'd definitely help out. But yeah, Grasp, they're never going to be able to proc it in a laning phase. It wouldn't surprise me if they had sub 400 damage for the entire game just off of that Grasp.
Are you talking sub 400 damage on the Grasp or just sub 400 damage in general in the game?
Just on the Grasp, just because they're never going to be able to get into a position to proc it. But as we see some sort of like trading here on the bot side, this is a scary lane to go up against because once the Malphite has run up, used his Q, you can see here he's already running out of mana after 3 of them.
Yeah.
He's going to get knocked up though.
We see Amumu is coming down though. Look at the map.
Is indeed, this is going to be a level 3
Ooh,
gank.
that's a nice
Flash Q.
Flash, the cleanse is burnt. Second Q, burns the heal and the flash. That's free.
Oh,
Somewhere's
wow.
burnt.
They did not need to use the heal there. I think they just sort of like panicked thinking it might have hit.
Yeah,
Very nice play by the Amumu there.
Yeah, that is actually huge for this bot lane, because Malphite doesn't do a lot in this 2v2 lane, but if you don't have flash and the Malphite just cues you when the Amumu's coming in, you're not getting out.
Use you, hopefully, with a... Oh, as we see another gank.
The Amumu is super active this game. Nice bit of damage on the Swain here. The E does hit, but it's going to be first blood for Troglodytes.
Very, very nice. Yeah, I think the Swain's just not respecting the fact that Amumu can just walk through the mid lane. We know that he did 3 camps into bot side because he popped up with level 3 and he had 12 CS when he went into it. I think Benboy there just needs to back off, even if the wave's in a bad position, just let the Amumu pass through mid lane. You'll see him walk through that lane as there's the Nico utilising the passive.
Yeah. What is
Getting
this?
The flash hell out of the Jinx.
Why is there 7 minions in this wave? All jokes aside, ooh, the Malphite gonna be forced to flash here. Actually, the Q does hit for nice damage. E does hit the Jinx, but won't lead to anything here. Nico
Here comes the wraparound though.
Yeah, the Nico's back here. We'll pick up the Jinx. Malphite is just gonna get out though. And here's the response top side. Can they pick her up though? Surely she just eats out. Yes, she does.
Yeah. Yeah, safe enough there with the E hook shot just to sort of like dive out of the way of any ganks that come up as long as she's got it. And nice response there from Krusty Crew. The crippled able to just walk into bot lane, chunk them out, blow their summoners, wrap around the turret, and just finish it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, just really nice set of play. I would have liked to see some more respect given over just to the possibility of a redive, just sort of like back away from the turret, maybe even drop a ward in that bush if you've got it available.
Just
I
give
can see
up
that
the CS, basically.
Yeah, the Jinx has got 2 ward. No, is that 1 ward or is it just ward score? I don't.
It's she got 2 charges on the ward.
2 charges, no vision score. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so yeah, they could have placed it there, realised it was coming.
Yeah,
minor critiques.
Yeah, the Jace and the Camille trading up top, but this is fairly even. I imagine it'll stay fairly even for most of the lane here.
The thing that the Jace needs to watch out for is the moment this Camille hits level 6, not only are you incredibly easy to gank because you just can't go anywhere, but the Camille can actually end up winning these trades as long as she plays it quite well. Easiest ones to do is to proc your Q on the wave, dive in, go in with Q2, get a tactical sweep just to get the healing and slow them down, and then just walk away, don't let the Jace return any damage. But it does use a hefty chunk of mana.
Yeah, of course. As surprisingly, actually, I just noticed the mid lane CS is almost double for the Swain. Oh, the Malphite trading on the Janna, trying to get that grasp proc, but he's just caught out here. I think that's going to be a kill, yeah.
Yeah, just going too far forward, getting CC'd. They should be able to walk out. There is going to be a Q come through. That is going to hurt, but here comes the Amumu.
Amumu's going in, but he's on his own. The Jinx can't support this. He's going to be able to pick up the Varus. The Janna won't have the damage to kill him, and he's not going to risk trying to go for the Janna.
I also think the Janna Tornado hit the Jinx on the backside of that fight and took her to sub minus 10 health. I think she's got a potion ticking right now, but I think she was sub 10 health when that Tornado hit, so that could have also been a return kill.
Oof, yeah. It was very close, basically, as we're saying. As we see the Kirshay's, the shard picked up. Oh, that's a Nico surprise! The Vex,
yeah, it's Nico repeating a gank.
There she goes.
Coming in with the minions. Yeah, comes in, disguised as a minion. Amumu could be in trouble here. I don't think they know that Varus is in support, but they will just back away and pick up the Scuttler.
You know, it's funny, I didn't even realize that was Nico in mid lane.
You fell for it, they fell for it. There is going to be engaged by the Amumu here, though.
I think he's dead here. That's the W from the Jinx comes out, slows the Nico, but Varus picks him up.
Silver lining as there was no shutdown given over, but there is an engage here by the Malphite.
Yeah, as he's just going to outskill this Varus, I think. One more Q. Does he have it? He has it. He picks up the Varus. That's very nice for him. He's trying to keep fighting, but the Janna's here now. Nico Janna versus Malphite. I know who my money's on, but here's the Vex.
Here comes Vex!
Oh my god, the Malphite actually survives there. The Janna's low now, but I think she's just going to be able to get out. Yes, she does. The E coming in from the Camille misses. Both of them just trading damage again, and pretty much even trade top lane.
Yeah, but 2 kills over to the Malphite. It's not the target you want it on, but it's 2 kills is better than nothing. As they sort of like walk away with a double kill, able to sort of like do that ground slam.
Yeah, there's
pick up the second one and walk out.
There's at least some gold for Troglodytes. Ooh, Nice little damage here from the Jace. The Camille's close to lethal, I think.
She is indeed. She does need to be careful, but I don't think they're going to push it.
Yeah. Now if we're looking around the map a bit, we see top lane's pretty even, jungle fairly even as well. It's the mid lane where the advantage is being built up by CC. Nice little E by the Swain. Hits W as well, hits the Q, just decent bit of damage as the Nico flashes in. That's just a dead Jace. Brilliant.
Yeah, no reaction flash from the Jace. Malphite's going to walk forward, get the seismic shard onto them, but doesn't have the unstoppable force to be able to go in, and just gets poked out quite heavily.
Yeah, maybe when he's level 6 they can do something here, but it'll be really tough with Janna. Especially as...
Will indeed.
Especially because there's no interrupt for Janna ult in the bot lane apart from the Malphite ult, which needs to be used on engage, as the Swain W does hit nicely. I don't think it leads to much, but it does hit.
Does indeed. So, taking stock of the map, we can sort of like look at the gold across the map. We know that they are heavily up in the mid lane. Kill ahead, 700 gold, just a huge amount of CS.
There's actually 1,000 gold ahead for the Varus in bot lane. And speaking of the Varus, we see the Chains of Corruption coming out. That's just a dead Malphite, I think. One more auto, there we go. The Mumu's here, but is he going to be able to solo them down again? He's trying.
He doesn't have the Curse the Sad Mummy, though. I don't know if he can.
Maybe a close one. Has he got his Q back? No, he doesn't. He's just going to back away. He did go for it. I'll give him that, but that's about all that happened there. Malphite lived a bit longer, so we see the Nico once again sneaking up as a minion. The Swain, is he going to be able to pick up the kill? He does. There we go. Oh, the Amuumu's still here. Does he have Curse of the Sad Mummy? No, he doesn't.
Not
He's
yet.
Just trying for
it doesn't have flash.
Oh, the Jinx
Super Mega Death Rocket is going to miss, and this is going to be a flash finish. Ooh.
That's not good. That is a double kill for the Varus, and he's just even more ahead now.
Yeah, he is indeed. Unfortunately, didn't have the Curse of the Sad Mummy. It is coming up soon. They also expended their flash to get into that. Super Mega Death Rocket is going to go really wide, and Varus is able to flash forward and finish the kill on the Jinx. And in the mid lane as well, we see the Tangle Barbs come out from Nico, able to hit onto the Vex, and then just the burst out of the two AP champions.
Yeah, it's...
finishing that kill off.
Yeah, if you just get jumped on by some... if there's a minion that suddenly transforms into Nico, there's not much you can do when you're Vex without a flash.
Yeah, incredibly immobile without the flash, because the ult is the go-in tool. You can't really use it for any dodging or mobility, unless you're looking at 1 in 1,000 games, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you pull off some weird play that I don't know about with Vex.
I still think the coolest one is the use of the Galio E, as we see the hookshot wall dive come out and miss.
Oh, that didn't knock her into the tower, but I think he might be able to pick her up here. Nice flash from the Camille. There it is. The J-Skew just comes out through the acceleration gate. Bang, picks her up on the back.
Yeah, really nice shock blast there, able to get it. Just finishing off. Misplay there by the Camille, missing that hookshot wall dive, not able to connect, not able to get the stun. And Jace just finishing it off. Both flashes expended in the top lane though, which is worse for the Jace than what it is for the Camille.
Yeah, he's going to be really vulnerable right now, as there's... Well,
Nico
there
again!
we go! Yep. Nico, Ni.
I think the Troglodytes are going to have to start counting every minion in every wave, because this is getting... is that the 4th time?
Yeah, this is actually engaged in the bot lane. Oh, the Janna's on no health. He didn't use the unstoppable force. The Jinx tries to train the Bears, but he's just too huge.
Able to survive there with the Monsoon healing up just through the damage of the Jinx. Unstoppable force, like you mentioned, not used.
Wait a minute. I thought the Vex might try and go for something against... Oh, the Amuumu's messing with the Bears, but... I don't feel like that's who you want to go for right now in a 1v1.
I mean, Curse the Sad Mummy was used and Cleanse was used in the response. Like, he was able to burn the Cleanse, which is the only tool that they really have to keep it safe, but it's just... It's only a little victory, really.
Yeah, maybe on the repeat he can get a kill, but... Right now I feel like you'd rather keep the Curse of Sad Mummy on the Amuumu.
Only if you're really fighting over an objective, because... You know, it's one of those sort of like big AoE alt go button tools that Troglodytes have actually drafted. I don't know if it's too bad as we see engage here on the top line.
As we see
Trading back and forth.
for the most part, there's just trading. As we see the Amumu trying to go for the Swain, but the Vex ult actually missed. I think the Swain just 2v1s this. The flash in from the Vex, but I think that was a mistake.
Yeah,
no,
that demonic ascension is massive, but here comes the unstoppable force.
The unstoppable force looking very stoppable right now, as that's just a triple kill for the Swain. Chains of Corruption coming out. Pfft, Jinx just explodes.
Yeah, they're just getting rolled across the map right now. That's an 8,000 gold lead in the back pocket of the Krusty crew. Like I mentioned in draft phase, they might have the harder to execute composition, but if they can get rolling in the early game, slap them with their wallets throughout the mid game, it doesn't matter how many ults you throw down, it doesn't matter how much CC you use. If they're just going to sustain through that damage because you're too far behind and kill you afterwards, then it's not going to matter what comp you've got.
Yeah, and we do see the no, not Abyssal Mask. Demonic Embrace coming out for the
one. I struggled with that one yesterday as well.
It's because it looks like a mask. Well, I say that, it looks more like a helmet. As Amumu found the blue buff Nico, who just ults him, and the Janna actually gets the kill off of that.
Yeah, was that with the W or the Howling Gal?
I think it was the W that picked it up. I'm not quite sure, but this Nico's disguise has worked quite well. As she was blue buff there for a second. Nice E, the Camille E did hit there, but the nice E from Jace to knock her away. Swain W coming down.
Jace does need to be careful though, because if the Camille is able to charge up her Q on one of the minions, here we go.
Oh wait! Oh, that's a nice ult to dodge to reset the third aggro there.
Yeah, they were just in sort of like lethal range, like I said. Just proccing the precision protocol, able to use the hookshot wall dive, get in there, reset the aggro with the Hextech ultimatum, and just execute them with Q2.
And Amumu made friends again, as he's just going to go down here. Nice pickup from the Varus there with the snipe. Vexmal did get the Camille. Oh, Malphite, you're not in the hot place right now. There's no turret there, buddy. I'm sorry. The E from the Swain picks him up.
Yeah, never move. Grafts him round the throat. Well, he doesn't really have a throat. Grafts the rock and crushes it. That's a better analogy.
Yeah. I mean, the rock versus demonic tan thing. I don't know what to call the E.
It is basically a demonic hand.
Yeah, demonic hand wins. For those of you who like playing D&D, it's a very strong version of mage hand, I guess, in a way.
It is indeed. It's just more demonic, like the theme of Swain is.
Yeah.
And more red.
Well, here it's more orange, I'd say.
Yeah.
The skin. But we see Troglodytes are grouped up around mid lane. Might look for something here. Maybe just... This might be, unironically, a good way to get them back in game. Just go, screw it. 5-man deathball this bot lane is up. The Janna? Oh, close.
We see a TP into the bot side as well by the Vex. So it looks like they was sort of like not on the same page of engaging together, but she didn't have the ultimate to be able to join the fight anyway, so...
Yeah, and
yeah,
we see
just like she's going to go back down bottom.
We also see a 10-stack Medjai's Nico over there.
Yeah, that is scary. She's going to be doing so much damage. I'd be interested to see how much AP she actually has if you could actually click onto her, because I think...
she's currently a Scuttle Crab, so we can't see.
Oh, wait, because we don't have the... We can't actually see where she is on the map when she's actually transformed like that.
Oh, she's at Rift Herald, I think. I just saw the icon pop up.
Yeah, so what it is that when she transforms into something, they'll actually appear as that on the map, as we see trading in top.
Goes down, I think. It's going to be a close one, but Camille is going to be able to pick that up.
Yeah, just performing the scene out of Kingsman there, slicing the Jace in half.
Yeah, as Nico actually is on 209 AP, I just saw there for a second.
Yeah, so...
Oh, Malphite Ensemble Force misses the Camille, that's tragic. Is he going to be able to get out though? Oh, there's the Amumu Flash, Curse of Sad Bullet Time. Sorry, Curse of Sad Mummy. No bullet time there. But there's the Nico coming in, lifts him up in the air, slams him down. Varus in the meantime picking up the Vex in the mid lane. As we just see, that's an ace for Krusty Crew.
Yeah, four kills go over at the backside of that if the Jace already dead. Oh, God, this lead is disgusting. I feel like if there's to push their advantages further objective-wise, this could end up being like a sub 20-minute game if this game carries on this way. My prediction so far is 24 minutes. I'm going to go with that.
Well, on the plus side, Troglodytes have done better than Mad Lions, at least.
They
Already
have
a minute
indeed.
past them.
Look, we don't talk about the Mad Lions. At least they're the second fastest loss in history. The first one actually being SKT themselves against IG MSI 2019, I believe it was in the group stage.
They were technically T1 already at that point, yeah. It was
Oh, they were T1.
Yeah, it was Sonoteric versus Draven. As we see that Camille just does a nice little escape.
Yeah, just hookshot wall dive over the wall.
Yeah.
The bandage toss not able to follow up. And they're just going to recall in their face.
The Swain gets a nice little W there. Oh, this is a re-engage. Malphite gets caught. Nice little Camille ult there.
No unstoppable force.
Yeah.
Nothing to respond.
This Malphite's looking really stoppable right now. The Jinx just gets chased down. The Jace teleports in, but I think he's regretting life choices right now.
Yeah,
That's
I don't think you want to be going
Camille.
in for that one. Demonic Ascension just absolutely ripping through the squad. Camille's going to be able to pick up a triple kill on the back half of that. That's another ace across the map. It looks like there was more kills down there in the mid.
I didn't even notice the Vex die in mid lane. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's just... Yeah, they're getting absolutely rolled. This is... Look at the gold lead. Oh my god.
I can hide it
It's
if you
going
prefer.
to increase even more.
I
Middle
mean,
inhibitor's going to drop.
If you want me to,
Bot
I
lane
can
for
hide
the
it, but I
countdown.
don't think the viewers would appreciate it.
We can keep it there. It's just a reminder that they're nearly 20,000 gold up and probably will hit that
they-
20,000 gold mark.
They're
soon
very
enough.
close to
They
doubling.
Herald.
Oh, are they going for the dancing Shelly? Nah, they're not. I thought they were going to go for dancing Shelly at the end, but they're just backing off after popping it there. Maybe it was about to expire.
Is it going to get the crash? It is going to get the crash. It's actually going to destroy the Nexus turret as well. Wow.
Oh, yeah, it did.
One Nexus turret down before 20 minutes.
So, I have to ask this. How did Troglodytes come back here? Other than Krusty Crew just disconnecting.
I mean, the only path that actually have come back into this game is to either get picks blowing a lot of their ultimates just to pick up a member and then not dying themselves, or they can somehow get a miraculous team fight, but Varus has got flagged. I mean, there are a lot of summoners down on the side of Krusty Crew, as it looks
Oh,
like there will be a
wait,
fight
the
over
Amu's
this.
here, the Amu's here. Ah, he's not going to be able to get in. The Malphite got in, but he's just going to die. We see the Swain's going in. Oh, there's the Nico coming in as well, and that's just a cleanup. That's
Top
3
Blossom's
kills
going to
already.
get 2. Yeah, it looks like this is going to end up being game death timers at 30 seconds. Jace should drop here as well, but they might
he's
be able to
actually
pick the
alive.
Nico up in the back half.
The Jinx just dies, the Jace dies, and
That's a nice. Well, my 24 minutes was a bit of an overestimation. It looks like they're just going to close the game out here, right now. Malphite up in 5, but I don't think they're going to be able to stop this without ultimate, and that's game. 2-0 to Krusty Crew.
very convincing 2-0 from Krusty Crew, we have to say.
Yeah, incredibly convincing. It's just ending the game in just over 20 minutes there. It's definitely going to feel bad for the side of Troglodytes, but incredibly dominant performance. Was able to pick up plenty of kills in the early game. Able to transition that lead into the mid game, slapping them with their wallets, repeat killing them across the map. Multiple solo kills. Nico was just everywhere on the map as well. Just transforming into minions, running down the lane, able to get the ganks off, snowballing the lead even further, and then just moving into sort of like this mid game. They just absolutely destroyed them.
Yeah, it's a tough loss for Troglodytes to open the tournament, but I mean, Krusty Crew, they'll be happy with their result.
I mean, this was this is the kind of like performance you'd expect from a Pool 1 team, especially going up against a Pool 3 team. Was rooting for the underdogs, hoping for the upset, but the Krusty Crew were able to sort of like shut down that hope and sort of like kill it in game 2 with such a dominant performance.
Yeah, maybe we'll see next week. Maybe we'll see a better performance from Troglodytes. Let me just double check who they are playing in their second match. I have to find this quickly, but yeah, it kind of got better for them today. I think we can.
Yeah, definitely. They had the composition to be able to do it. They had the team fight composition, and if they was going into the mid game on even footing, as long as they sort of like match execution wise, they definitely would have been winning those team fights. But they fell too far behind in the early game. They wasn't able to actually get the team fights that they wanted. There was constant scraps around the map. They never got a single wombo combo off. They was never there ready to fight at the objectives just because they was too far behind and didn't have map control. Just falling behind in the early game just kind of doomed their composition.
Well, I was gonna say things might be better next week, but Troglodytes have to go up against the other Pot 1 team in support diff.
Oh, that is a very rough start for
Yeah.
Troglodytes for sure. Yeah, support diff was a second place team of last split. Obviously performed very well. Very scary team to go up against, and at the very least you get both Pot 1 seeds out of the way, and then you move on and try and pick up the wins with the rest of it. But it is going to be a very difficult one. We'll see if they can actually sort of do the upset, but no, it's not. But at the very least, once those games are over with, they're over with. As long as they like the expected one is that they do lose the games, but we'll see what actually happens. They could definitely upset support diff, and yeah, just sort of like going into the games after that, see if they can sort of like start racking up the wins and make their way into the winners' side of. What is it? The higher division, lower division? What are we calling that bracket stage?
It's upper bracket and lower bracket, basically.
And then we've got winner. The winner.
Its upper bracket is basically the championship playoff, and then the lower bracket is for spots 7 to 12, essentially, in a way.
Right. Okay. So yeah, they'll just have to sort of like start picking up wins.
Yeah, did you not watch my amazing explanation of the format in the draw show?
I did, but I was also drunk.
Fair enough. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head to a short little break, see if we get an interview set up here for you guys soon. And we'll see you in a little bit. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Me and Visser are joined by the mid laner for Krusty Crew today, Ben Boy. Hello, congratulations on the victory, first off. Two convincing games from your side. I'd just like to quickly get your overall thought on the series and just what are you looking forward to and everything like that.
Yeah, so first of all, thank you for letting me be here for the interview. Well, the thoughts on this series, of course, this is like our first real match, like if this tournament ends at least, with Split 2 sadly being cancelled. Yeah, in terms of these games, like we went into these games just at least the first game planning to do our good old reliable. So we mainly just played safe, played for the macro, and just slowly bleeded them out, which went perfectly according to plan. Which is why the game time was a little bit longer than the second game, and the second game we wanted to, well, spice things up a little by going more aggro in, and as our jungler showcased, our test pick worked with the aggro.
Yeah, it was definitely fun watching the Nico just waddle down the lane dressed as a minion and just get repeatedly successful ganks off.
I mean, I won't lie, I got caught out by that a few times because I wasn't even paying attention to it happening. Just suddenly there was a Nico.
Yeah, like the hard thing with Nico is you have to play a second game, and that's count the minions. And if you don't, well, this happens. You get 3 ganks, and you just get a lead.
Yeah, the fun part of it is that on the when you're spectating because of the vision toggle, you don't actually get to see the Nico on the map as if she's a teammate. You actually just see whatever sort of like thing they've transformed into. So when she was running around as the Rift Scuttler, it just shows the icon for the Rift Scuttler on the map with no Nico there.
Yeah,
So you can actually see where she.
We were trying to check her AP, but we got Rift Scuttler pop up, and we were like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's not the amount of AP you're looking for there. But
Yeah.
We tried playing around a bit with the Nico, like seeing what works and what doesn't. And honestly, at the end, he was just more. Sibo was just more laughing and having fun than actually playing the game. We actually flamed him for that in the voice. I can't blame him. It's fun to play Nico like that, but we're still playing this game ultimately to win it, and we feel like we could have done it more decisively. And
yeah,
it went really good, but we still have seen like many points in game 1 and game 2 where we still can improve. So yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward now a bit. After a convincing week 1, your matchup next week will be a pot 2 team. SBMT is your match. They played yesterday and sadly lost against Placeholder after a very intense game 2.
Yeah, I actually watched the game too fully, and especially the ending was really, let's just call it weird. It was a weird ending to the game. Like I was really expecting Meme Team to win there, and from what they look like, they're a pretty solid team. They just have some macro issues, and well, we'll be looking to exploit that next week for obvious reasons.
Yeah, it also killed my voice, so that was the main fun part of that series.
Yeah, solo casts are quite hard to carry sometimes. But yeah, you're going to be facing SBMT next week. Then after that, it's going to be another pot 3 team Minion Genocide. Then we'll be playing Placeholder. And on the final week's the quote unquote big match you should expect, which is the other pot 1 team in support diff. Is there anything in particular you're looking forward to of those matches from what you've already seen, or have you not thought about them too much yet?
Well, I haven't really looked at most of the other things. I looked at the game yesterday between Placeholder and SV Meme Team. They both look like interesting opponents with very different playstyles, so we really want to play against them just to, well, hone our skills. And in our opinion, it's the best that we like get supportive the less, because we're working on stuff with our team, so we can face probably our toughest opponents when we are at our strongest then. And except for that, like the other pot 3 team, I haven't really watched. Troglodytes I knew because Siba was obviously an old member of them, so we knew a bit more about them. But the last top 3 members, I haven't checked that much yet.
All right. Well, personally, I don't have any other questions of Visor. Do you have any thing you'd like to ask or talk about here?
Not really. It's pretty much all just sort of like being covered.
All right. Well, thank you again for joining us today, Ben Boy. As I said, congrats again on the victory today. For those of you who are with us, the next matchup is tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central European Time. That's going to be 7 Deadly Sins taking on McDonald's Freedom Fighters in a best of 3. That's a Group A matchup. And then on Sunday, it is going to be CBS facing Adaptive at 8 p.m. CET. That is also a Group A matchup. Those will be streamed, while there is other matches who are unstreamed. Let me check here. Yeah, Support Diff will face Minion Genocide tomorrow at 8, while Peg face Lost to Boris at 7:45 tomorrow. And we will update you on the results on the other streams. But thank you for joining us today, and for me, that's everything. And from Visor,
Goodbye, everyone. I hope you had fun.
and from Ben Boy,
Thanks for watching the games, and we'll see you next time.
yes, thank you all for joining us, and have a good rest of